Sheldon, when we talk about road playoff games and how good you have to be and how defensive you have to be, is that exactly what you were looking for tonight?
Yeah, I thought so. In particular in the second and third period. I thought in the first period we still gave up a little bit too much that we didn't like. I thought it was actually a pretty good period for us, but then we just had some lulls at different times where the game opened up and they took advantage of it. But through the second and third, we didn't give up very much at all, and then when we did, it didn't matter because Kaskasuo was great today.
How much were you dying to see a whistle there in the third period when Borgman and Loverde seemed to be out there for 2.5 minutes or so?
Yeah, I mean we knew they were going to have a real strong push, and that was it. And we couldn't get the puck over the line. We couldn't get on their half to get a proper change. But that's playoff hockey. You can see the guys digging in, and they have to find some reserve tank there, and it was real gutsy effort, blocking shots and all the different things that it takes to win. We've come to expect our power play to make a real difference for us, and today it's not a factor. So we have to grind it out, and it's just another example of our team finding ways to win.
You expect that going forward, that the power play will become less of a factor based on the games having less calls, it seems?
I do expect less calls for sure. We're hoping it can continue to be a factor, but we're through 3 games here now, and it's times for the opposition to adjust, of course, and usually over time those kind of things will even themselves out. And we got power plays at funny times here today too. We got the one in the second period there. The ice is unplayable for the most part in terms of making pucks and moving the puck around, and that makes it tough for a power play. So I just like how we stuck with it. We had a number of chances to score and extend our lead in the second period with odd man rushes and 2-on-1s, and didn't do it, and it made it harder on ourselves, but the guys were up to the task.
Your goalie didn't have to be spectacular tonight, Sheldon, but he was solid. What do you think of his performance overall?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. He's so confident right now. Any puck that's coming in from the perimeter, he's tracking it well. He's giving no rebounds. So we're on our team to just protect the middle of the rink and not give up anything too egregious, and he's going to be there. We have faith in that, and his confidence is growing by the day, but our confidence in him has been there for quite a while now, and he's a big reason why we're still playing.
How can the guys who were part of this last year use that experience Tuesday night now in an elimination game when they say that one is often the toughest to win?
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Just today's game alone, was a very difficult game in a lot of ways as well. Just what we talked about is you never really control a series until you beat the team in their building. So we did that here today. So now we're in control, and we want to take care of that and not give them any life and momentum. That's a good hockey team. Particularly the last 2 games really can go either way. So we're going to have to use the time that we have now to rest and recover. And it was a pretty quick turnaround from our game on Friday night, so we want to recharge a little bit here and be even better next time.
How's Adam Brooks evolved for you in the 2 seasons he's played under you?
Tremendously. He's just a confident guy that we can put in any situation. Power play, penalty kill. When Trevor Moore was up with the Leafs, he was filling in on our top unit in the power play, and we didn't miss a beat. But then just continuing on the penalty kill, and he's up over 20 minutes a night for us at center ice position and leading the way for us there. So it's been nice to see that for sure. He's been a real constant for us for most of the season here. He got a tough start, I thought, to the season after overcoming an injury early, and then since then it's been real good.
But there has to be a real development of a player who had it come so easily in juniors. Is there not, the way he played last 2 years of Regina?
Yeah, for sure. Although I don't think, if you really dig into his junior career, nothing came easy for him. It took time. His last couple years, certainly things came easy, but he had to earn that through a lot of development in his early years in junior. So I went through that process a bit last year, but had a great playoff for us, and then obviously throughout this season and now into this year's playoff has taken an even bigger step.